Hello guys, welcome to our channel Staple Review. In this video, we will try to help you find out the top 5 best torque wrenches on the market. Although many household items do not require accurate torque measurements for assembly, some items require specific torques to ensure safety. A loose backyard grill handle may not be cause for alarm, but insecure handlebars could injure your child. Accurate torque measurements become critical when working on things like cars, motorcycles, or your overhead garage door. I know about this from personal experience, including a severe injury. More on this later. If you want to see their latest prices and more images, you can check out those links in the description below. Like the video, comments, and don't forget subscribed. Let's see the product one by one. 1. SnapOn 3/8" Drive Tech Angle Torque Wrench. When you want the best, regardless of price, SnapOn Tech Angle Flex Head Torque Wrenches are it. This torque wrench series is the unanimous choice for every professional auto mechanic I know or have seen in action. And the 3/8 inches size serves a broad range, covering torque values from 5 to 100 feet lb. This digital torque wrench makes it nearly impossible to over-tighten a fastener. Progressive LEDs light up in sequence, giving the user guidance to meter the effort near the desired torque. 4 alerts signal this value: the LCD readout, the LED lights, an audible alarm, and finally, the tool vibrates. The user sets up the target torque value via up and down buttons, an FTLB, an LB, an M, KGCM, DNM, and the SnapOn Tech Angle Torque Wrench can read the angle of rotation. Additionally, the LCD readout works in 4 languages. The tool stores data including the number of fasteners torqued, a record of 50 uses, and is configurable with 10 commonly used presets. The fit and finish of this tool are second to none. The ratchet mechanism will engage with only 4.5 degrees of arc, useful in tight confines, and the grip is seamless and non-textured to prevent sore hands for heavy users. It is flared at the end to prevent slipping due to oily hands or high torque. The buttons are low profile to avoid accidental activation, and the exterior polishing screams quality. The SnapOn will store up to 50 records, which could come in handy to confirm that the user has indeed tightened every fastener in the process. This tool can even translate the LCD into 4 languages. I have jealously used this tool while working out of my friend's various motorcycle shops, knowing that the $565 MSRP was never justifiable to me. But I can attest, if spinning wrenches was the way I earned money, then the SnapOn 3/8" Drive Tech Angle Flex Head Torque Wrench would be a priority in my tool acquisition plan. Key features: 4-way alarm at desired torque, data storage, measures torque, angle in both directions, vibrating handle and solid LED light. 2. Gearwrench 3/8" Flex Head Drive Torque Wrench. Although the Gearwrench 3/8" Drive Electronic Torque Wrench carries an MSRP of $249, which is much pricier than others, it's still a lot more affordable than the SnapOn version and touts many of the same features. It alerts the user through an LED light, audible buzzer, and vibrating handle which indicate that the target torque is achieved, making it almost impossible to over-tighten a fastener. It has a 72-tooth ratchet mechanism, allowing for a narrow 5-degree swing arc, handy for tight places. And Gearwrench claims a torque accuracy of +2% clockwise and +3% counterclockwise between 20% and 100% of the wrench's capacity. All these operational highlights put it on par with its more than twice as expensive SnapOn counterpart. And in use, I found the Gearwrench unit an absolute joy to work with. The tool made a mundane yet critical task much more enjoyable, and I had more confidence in getting the job done right. It was easy to enter the desired torque in whichever units the manual listed, and all the notifications of reaching this value were impossible to overlook. The one functional advantage I gave the SnapOn wrench over the Gearwrench is the former's sequentially illuminating LEDs. These LEDs inform you of how close you are to the target torque value. I knew that feature was handy, but for less than half the price, I can make do with being more careful when cranking hard. The 72-tooth ratchet mechanism indeed allowed for small arcs, which proved handy inside the motor compartment of my van, while the flex head accommodated for head bolts inside the frame of my adventure bike. The 10 available presets were time savers for frequently used torque values on my dirt bikes, and the oil-resistant handle and generally solid build of the tool gave a feel that justified the higher price than other tested units. What was missing compared to SnapOn was the data storage ability, and the fit and finish looked and felt just a hair less refined. But again, the price difference is massive. For the heavy home user or the self-proclaimed prosumer, the Gearwrench 3/8" Flex Head Electronic Torque Wrench is an absolute winner, delivering professional-level functionality at a much lower price compared to SnapOn. Key features: buzzer, LED light, vibration, measures torque, angle in both directions, 72-tooth ratchet divided by 5-degree arc, 5-dig swing arc allows. 3. Venzo Bicycle 1/4" Drive Torque Wrench. This affordable unit is the right size and operates in the correct torque range for bicycles and other less robust mechanical items. High-end bicycles can cost as much as a motorcycle or used car, and carbon parts and small bolts are intolerant of ham-fisted tightening. This Venzo Bicycle 1/4-inch drive torque wrench kit has been in service in my home bike shop for 3 years and has proven its value. The 1/4 click-style driver measures between 2 and 24 Newton meters with a claimed accuracy of +/4%, and the 8 inches length limits leverage to help prevent over-tightening. The desired torque value is set by rotating the handle, and I found the click indicating the correct tightness to be obvious and with the appropriate feel for smaller fasteners. The torque wrench did operate in both directions but only measured torque in the clockwise direction. This torque wrench came with a calibration certificate, and my comparisons with other torque wrenches proved it to be adequately accurate. I am very cautious working on my bicycles, as they are often test units on loan, and their retail prices are sometimes beyond belief. So, accuracy is essential to me, and the Venzo torque wrench has yet to let me down. Amazon does list a handful of critical reviews of this unit, with users claiming inaccuracy in torque readings. I initially had issues, but with further investigation, I found that the purchaser must distribute internal fluids in some wrenches that have sat for a long time. Once I shook my wrench, it functioned correctly and has remained operable since. If you are a hand tool enthusiast, the fit and finish of the Venzo torque wrench may be unappealing. The unpolished finish and details are not on par with higher-end tools, but the instrument was functional and practical. And really, it's what I expected in the price range. The wrench is built in Taiwan. Manufacturer support may be questionable. The wrench comes with a plastic case and all the bits necessary for most bicycles: 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 mm Allen keys, an extended 5 mm Allen key, and T20, T25, and T30 bits. All were of high enough quality for me to trust on my most expensive rigs in the torque ranges for bicycles and smaller motorcycle parts and accessories. Key features: click-style torque wrench, kit with bits appropriate for bicycles, size and feel are appropriate for bicycles, carbon parts, 1/4 torque fix set, torque range 2-24 Nm. 4. Lexan 1/2-inch drive click torque wrench. Fasteners on cars can be larger and demand more torque than on other household items, making 1/2 drive versions a better choice most of the time. DIY types can benefit from the longer handles of these larger models for high-load fasteners like lug nuts. A tool that gets limited use ideally won't break the bank, but it does have to be accurate. The Lexan 1/2-inch drive click torque wrench has an unbelievably low MSRP of $70 for the 10 to 150 feet LB version and sells on Amazon for half that. Can you trust a torque wrench at that price? Especially for something like lug nuts on a family vehicle. I purchased one to find out. Lexan claims a +/4% accuracy when shipped and includes a certificate of this calibration with a traceable serial number. No telling how long this calibration will stand, but when new, it registered torque that matched digital units that cost almost 7 times as much at the typical 80 to 90 Nm specified values of axle nuts. The 18 inches handle made easy work of these higher torque specifications. The yellow on black graduations on the twist to adjust handle made dialing this value easy even in poor lighting conditions. The click sensation when arriving at the set value was adequate but not overly obvious. Still, I felt it was appropriate for a wrench of this size and cost. The ratchet is reversible to loosen bolts, but will only act as a torque wrench in the clockwise direction. Key features: click-style torque wrench, size for higher torque applications, 10 to 150 feet LB and 20 to 250 feet LB versions. Rust and corrosion protection. Yellow print dual range scale. 5. Craftsman 3/8-inch drive micrometer torque wrench. Craftsman has been a widely recognized name in tools, widely available at retailers like Sears, Lowe's, Ace, and Amazon. An earlier version of the Craftsman 3/8-inch drive micrometer torque wrench has been in service in my home motorcycle shop for 15 years and still proves its worth today. This click-style torque wrench has the typical twisting collar to dial in the desired torque value, stamped on the bottom of the shaft, with further gradations marked on the locking collar. This style of adjustment has been proven effective across several torque wrenches in my collection. The click's feel took attention, as it's not as apparent as other click-style units I've used. The ratchet on my version of the tool doesn't have as many pawls as my more expensive versions, so it didn't have as high a quality feeling. And the swing arc is more extensive than my prosumer model, but for the MSRP of $70 I found it adequate. The ratchet is reversible but only measures torque in the clockwise direction. This workhorse does represent the Craftsman name well, but one caveat: unlike Craftsman hand tools, torque wrenches carry a 1-year limited warranty, not the brand's lifetime warranty. And also, there is no claimed accuracy for this tool. Feature: click-style torque wrench, locking adjustment collar, reversible ratchet, portability, 3/8 torque wrench, meets or exceeds ASME. Thanks for watching. If we helped you out in any way, please hit the like and subscribe button. Well, see you guys in the next videos.